our own spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, how much he was going through so much difficulty at such an old age. Even when he was 80 years old, he was traveling around the world several times a year. Not an easy thing. He wanted to just sit in one place and translate his books, but because there were so many problems and so many difficulties amongst his disciples, he was always so careful and kind to try to help each and every one of them. And he was so much always thinking in terms of how there are millions and millions and millions, there are billions of people who are just being devoured by the sins of Kali Yuga, and they are wasting their human lives. How can I sit in Vrindavan and enjoy when they are all going to hell? So even at the age of from 70 to 81, he traveled around the world 14 times, giving lectures throughout the day, guiding people throughout the day, writing literatures. Very, very tremendous austerity. People persecuting him, abusing him, criticizing him, condemning him, even threatening his life. Throughout his mission it was like this. And I remember when he was very ill, he could not even walk, and he wanted to still go out to preach. And his disciples said, Prabhupada, let us just take you to Vrindavan and rest. He said, no. He said, I am a warrior for Krishna. Let me die in the battlefield. Not for him. He was not fighting for himself. He had everything. He was fighting for others. So this is the glory of the great souls. They're willing to risk everything for the sake of others. Prahlad Maharaj was also such a personality. Lord Nrsingadev offered Prahlad, you have gone through so much persecution, so much torture for my sake. All you had to do is just pretend you weren't a devotee, and you could have been just thinking of me in your heart and nothing would have happened. But because you were constantly preaching to your classmates, preaching to your father, you had to be thrown in oil, you had to be thrown in fire, you had to be thrown off mountains, you had to be fed poison, you had to endure so much harassment from demons. So now that all the demons are killed, Prahlad, enjoy life, I want you to come back to Godhead. Prahlad said, my dear Lord Nrsingadev, if you want to give me a benediction, then give me this benediction. As long as there is one person in this world who is suffering due to forgetfulness, let me stay in this world to try to find him. Even if that person wants to kill me, I don't mind. Let me stay just to help him. And after Hiranyakashipu just tortured his son like anything, Prahlad said, I have one more request. Let him become liberated. Even though he was so cruel to me, his cruelty is the very symptom of how much he needs the mercy that I have come to give. So this is the greatness of the great souls. And here Lord Sri Krishna is describing that there is no one more dear to him than someone who is willing to take all risks to enlighten others with the divine message of Sanatana Dharma.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.